Nick Carraway from F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby represents a connector-type personality. Connectors are considerate, cooperative, and encouraging. Throughout the book, we see Nick displaying all three of these traits. Nick encourages Gatsby with his desires to reunite with Daisy and is very cooperative when Gatsby asks him to invite Daisy over for tea. Nick even comforts Gatsby when he is too nervous to see Daisy and is very considerate of Gatsby's feelings. This image symbolizes Nick Carraway because although Nick is a focal point of action in the book because he is the one who brings everybody together, but he is never the center of attention. Instead, he stays in the background almost as if he is invisible. Nick, rather than changing things himself, he causes change through others. This image symbolizes Nick Carraway because throughout the book, Nick listens to others and their problems and serves as a confidant for those with troubling secrets because he is considerate and able to connect with others. Something that sets Nick apart from other characters in the book is his sense of right and wrong. Nick continuously chooses to do right by others and himself, and is always putting others before himself. This last image symbolizes how Nick reacts differently to Gatsby's death than the others do. He's unable to believe that none of his quote-unquote friends will even pay their respects. Nick picks up the pieces and ensures that Gatsby isn't alone in his death. In The Great Gatsby, we see the importance of small changes as discussed in Gladwell's The Tipping Point, being displayed by Jay Gatsby, and how meeting Nick Carraway would lead to his death. Nick changed the course of Gatsby's entire life. If it weren't for Nick, Gatsby might never have reunited with Daisy, which means they would never have had an affair. Myrtle would never have been run over, and Gatsby would never have been shot. This image symbolizes Gatsby's love for Daisy. Everything he does, every purchase he makes, every party he throws is all for Daisy in hopes that she will come back into his life. Although once Daisy is back into his life, everything starts to go wrong for him, and his life eventually takes a turn for the worse. This image from the 1989 movie, Heathers, symbolizes the hardships Gatsby has faced throughout the course of the book. He started with little money as a son to unsuccessful farmers. By the time he was a young man, he had even less. He then falls in love, but didn't have enough money for them to be together. He then goes to war, but when he comes back, the love of his life is married to someone else, although he is now rich enough for them to be together. And then, when he finally has her back in his life, he is then shot and killed. This image symbolizes Gatsby's rag to riches story. Gatsby is the embodiment of the American dream. He started with nothing and became this man of enormous wealth. This image symbolizes how it was only a matter of time before death came knocking on Gatsby's door. Gatsby would have done anything for Daisy, but taking the fall for the murder of Myrtle was Gatsby's ultimate downfall.